Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at another LEGO Star Wars buildable figure. This one is K2SO, and my goodness, what a figure he is, and the box just fell over. So, let's get the box out of the way then. So this is set 75120, 669 pieces, and here's the back of the box. Ta-da! Alright, that's it. Okay, first and foremost, you gotta notice something with K2SO, and the fact that his height. He is one particularly tall figure, very tall droid, almost as tall as Grievous and other tall figures like Witch Doctor or the other taller CCBS figures we've got in the past. But this one is actually a medium-sized set, not a bigger one, but he's still pretty tall, to say the least. Like, he's 26 centimeters tall. And that's definitely quite tall for a droid like him. But I like how close and how realistic that they've nailed this guy. He looks almost just like the actual droid in Rogue One. So yeah, not bad at all. So let's first start off by appreciating the leg build. Obviously, this thing is in need of friction adders because of how heavy his base is, but you can see these legs are built quite differently. Instead of using a CCBS bone socket joint piece, they actually build the lower legs with just Technic lift arms, these smaller, thinner Technic lift arms, and the way they've executed that was done very, very well. It was done quite nicely, and I think by far it's one of the best ones they've done up to date. And it's definitely an alternative than using an actual CCBS bone joint. But obviously they didn't abandon that. The upper legs, the thighs part, they still use a bone joint, but it's the super long knee joint with the armor covering on the front. And yeah, and then the whole body, the entire body is actually not used with using a torso piece as they would normally do with CCBS figures. Instead, this entire body is built from scratch, from small little pieces, and that is so it can create the play feature included on K2SO. And the detailing, well, he's all black, but he's got a little bit of silver to contrast. And the front build here is just very nice designing up there, and then they've used like these normal Bionico protector armor pieces there for the covering. And I think just the front itself is a pretty well executed and a pretty neatly designed technique. The arms, you can see you've got a Imperial imprint on the armor plate, and just the lower arm itself again is not using a CCBS piece. In fact, this whole thing is built with axles, and these are lightsaber hilts. Well, lightsaber hilt pieces, which are then used for the lower arms. So, again, it's pretty creative with what they've done with the entire arm build. I think it's definitely a creative outcome, and that's completely welcome. Same thing on this side with the Imperial armor piece. Very well done. And then the back here, of course, is a little bit empty, but hey, at least it's still covered. But it does have a little button here, and that indicates that yes, this thing has a play feature. How does this play feature work, you may ask? Well, just do that. It's very similar to the Praetorian Guard from the same series, where you move this side to side, and then that will give his arms lots of room to move around like this. So again, playability. There is a lot of playability with K2SO. Though he may not have any weapons or anything he's holding, just him, you can still mimic his arms pretty neatly just by doing this. So again, like the Praetorian Guard, it's a very similar play feature, but it's a play feature that's for sure a very good one. Now finally, the back here is It's just completely covered. This is a very special piece. I've never seen this piece before, but I like how they use this to like cover up the whole thing. Then you got a machete up here. Just these are his antennas, because after all, he is a reprogrammed Imperial droid, so I think these are used to communicate back to an Imperial base or something. And then finally the head. I find the head a little bit, I don't know, could use some eyeballs, because that looks like Herobrine and it's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Or it kind of reminds me of the Iron Giant. But I feel like the head is a pretty fine quality molded head. Of course, these Star Wars figures have some pretty nicely molded heads, and especially droids. These are not human faces, so this is definitely a really neat one. I just think, yeah, this thing could for sure use eyeballs. That's definitely one flaw. And yeah, so in the end, what do I think of K2SO? Well, K2SO, we've only seen him in Rogue One and was shortly killed off, but he is a pretty neat droid. I like his height. I like how tall he is. I appreciate just how close he actually resembles to the real thing in the movies. So I think they've done a particularly good job on that, and definitely a figure that you should consider looking at. So I'm gonna give K2SO a 8 out of 10. Again, the head, the eyes are a little bit creepy, and maybe just a little coverage in that. Give it like eyeballs, actual eyeballs maybe, then I think that will be a lot better. But apart from that, that's really it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, then hit that like button, or if you didn't, hit the dislike button, not unlike, and subscribe to the channel for more. And we got 2 more Star Wars figures coming your way, and we'll bring you that very soon. Talk to you again, and have a great day.